I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do gun sleeves work more than once?
So the gun sleeves, you sleeve out your guns. And then after you sleeve out your guns, you can sleeve out some spare clips for the guns.
Yeah.
Magazines, they call them, even though print media is dead. I don't really get it.
Uh-huh.
Shut the fuck up!
The real question is, why is it that you gun out a cold sleeve and gun in food sleeve the gun?
Hello, listeners, and welcome to the podcast where we watch a movie and dare to ask the question, where was he hiding that dog? We are three unpaid interns who have been locked away in a basement somewhere in Hollywood and forced to turn out sequels to movies that nobody asked for. So, grab some popcorn and a hard hat and your government-mandated neck syringe to join us on the ground floor of Sequel Factory. I am Roger.
I'm Jett.
And I'm X.
We watched 2002, don't correct me if I'm wrong, 2002's Equilibrium, starring definitely Christian Bale, maybe Sean Bean, who's to say?
Not gonna say starring.
Basically it's Fahrenheit 451, but also it's The Matrix, but also it's 1984.
Yeah.
But it's emotions in this one. Oh, but also The Giver.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, but also...
Yeah, Kurt Wimmer, he went through the classics and decided to make a movie afterwards.
Yeah, it's about a futuristic police agency built to hunt down people who have the audacity to feel emotions. Because that's where all the wars comes from.
Okay, I'm glad you're explaining that.
And then eventually he breaks away from that and realizes that feeling is good and defeats the man. He being Christian Bale. Who goes from performing as an unfeeling maniac to performing as an unfeeling maniac with emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a part when because I haven't seen this movie in many years, and I remember really liking the movie when I first saw it. And I was like, oh yeah, this will be cool. I get to watch this movie again. And then I see Christian Bale really Patrick Batemaning it up in here, and I was like, oh, this is going to be an interesting watch. To force interest in a character that can't feel emotion.
I just put a pretzel in my mouth by accident because I forgot that we're recording. How slowly do I have to bite this pretzel for you to not be able to hear it?
Well, let's find out.
Tell me if you can hear this. This is my slowest bite.
Well, I was going to cut it out regardless, but now that you mentioned it, I guess it's going to stay in. And as I was saying, every single one of those words.
Did you hear my slow bite there?
No, see, Discord kind of left it out, so...
It's probably still on the recording. Dang. It's embarrassing.
Literally, as I'm trying to talk, my cat is crawling into a paper bag, which I'm sure is being picked up by my mic.
God, you're such a nuisance. You just can't get clean audio for shit.
No, sure can't. Cowboy, little shit.
So war was bad. It was a third world war.
Was bad.
And it was a third world war. And then I think it said there was a fourth without actually saying it.
And everyone decided, the problem? Love.
Well, not love, rage. Rage and jealousy.
Same thing, according to the man.
Anger. Even though there are many people in this movie that they elicit many emotions.
Absolutely. These
so
suckers
hard.
can't help but act.
It's so hard to write not emotions. Like, even if you're writing the most blandest piece of shit, it's still, you can still convey emotions through just words. And that this movie completely failed to make them unfeeling, especially the main antagonist, the partner.
Yes!
That guy just he like smiles half the time. I don't know. I don't know if that guy just didn't understand.
Grins, he's yelling and getting mad. Which eventually we find out at the end that Big Brother, the man, the guy in charge, who's, I guess, just a generic fascist leader guy who's doing all of this for power or whatever, he does feel emotions. He doesn't take the emotion-numbing chemical that the rest of them do, so he's got a painting in his office.
Yeah. He's got a painting, and like his floors and his ceiling are all decorated.
And his curtains were red, but I can't figure out what that symbolizes.
Much less the flag and the symbol that was on it. So the majority of the film has like no decoration. It's very grayscale. Everyone was obviously like
covers.
directed to not have any kind of emotion or feeling.
It's really weird that they are like overtly doing like Nazi imagery with just like the fascist bad guys. 'Cause you know, fascists famously don't want you to feel things. What?
Yeah.
I could not make heads or tails of any kind of a theme of this movie, because on the surface
the theme was you have to sacrifice your own humanity to meet the status quo.
Now speak on that. What do you mean?
Like, if you want efficiency, right? If you want to guarantee a world where there is no murder, no war, no violence, no jealousy, no rage, no anger, you take away people's humanities and make them all robots.
But the problem was that wasn't the case. Because at the end, the movie basically said that the things that what's the cop guys called? What are the cop guys?
Clerics.
A cleric.
The clerics. That basically what the clerics are doing is like equivalent to war and anger and destruction that humanity's been guilty of the whole time anyway.
If you watch Christian Bale do literally anything, you'll see that he has no emotion. He doesn't kill these criminals with like wanton abandon, right? He's doing it because he's like, that's his job, right? He's doing it because he has to.
But I think that's the point, right? Is that we can't actually get rid of killing. All we can do is get rid of whether or not we're going to feel anything about it. You know? Because there is still killing, there is still violence, there is still conflict in this world, despite the fact that removing emotions was supposed to fix all of those, you know, things about society or whatever. Society.
Oh, hey, folks at home, if you can't tell, none of us are feeling super.
I feel awesome. I might be sick, but we are living in a great world.
Yeah, the whole plot of this movie is totally not relevant to us right now.
Yeah,
no. So gun-kata is it's martial arts that was developed for this movie that half the time doesn't look like anything. There's a sequence where Christian Bale, it's not even slow motion. I don't even know what the frame rate was for this. It wasn't 120. It was less than 120, and it wasn't more than 120. Are you talking about the very
beginning when we first meet him?
No. I'm talking about the scene where he's trying to free the resistance guys, and then all the cops show up and he starts beating them up, and it cuts to slow motion, and he looks like he's literally just waving his arms around. Yeah. And I'm like, this doesn't look like anything. And then it comes out of slow motion, and then you actually see him beat up the guys, and I'm like, so why did we have those 5 minutes of him just swinging his arms around? But apparently the director who invented gun-kata in his backyard and the fight coordinator didn't really agree on how it should look. And you would think that the director would have the final say in that, right? But apparently it affected the way that it appeared in the movie. His follow-up, Ultraviolet, though, is how it's actually supposed to look.
It uses gun-kata still? He kept that part?
Yep. Yeah.
The garbage-looking...
Hey! You be careful!
Are you gonna say that what you liked about this movie, Roger, is that the action is good?
He liked the stiff arm flailing with all the muzzle flashes and the strobe lights at the beginning.
It looks like when you're a kid and your action figure doesn't have that many points of articulation.
Yeah,
so you hold them by the legs and just shake them around so their arms flip and flail around all over the place.
I think my favorite part of that sequence that you're referring to, which really only happens once, because the rest of the fight scenes are pretty fluid. But the very first time that you see him go into a room and all the muzzle fire, My favorite part of all that was the whoosh sounds every time he moved his arms.
Every time he moved his arms.
We gotta emphasize the fact that he's moving his arms. We don't want the audience to miss that.
Yeah. Now he says whoosh sound, but it's literally whoosh, ba 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 ba, whoosh, ba 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 ba. And it's like, oh my god, so cartoonish.
The ba 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 is gunfire, if you didn't know. Hey everybody, go ahead and ring that bell for Sean Bean dies in this one.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Bing-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah.
He dies literally within the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Sorry about it, Sean.
Yeah.
At least his death was cool.
You'd think that in a film about Christian Bale learning to sort of feel things and learn that emotion is good, the highs and the lows, all of it can, is better than the alternative of not feeling. Because he kills and he doesn't feel, and then he starts feeling and then still kills. You'd think that that progression would have something to do with him solving the conflict of the movie. Not at all. Quite the opposite.
Yeah.
In fact, he only managed to kill all of these guys and topple the government or whatever explicitly by feeling the least he's ever felt. Mm-hmm. They've got him on a polygraph, and he flatlines the polygraph and enters the avatar state, and then pops off Super Saiyan.
That's I don't know if you're bitching right now, but here's my thing. That was the coolest part.
Yes,
the polygraph.
It absolutely was.
Flatlines like a medical life detector. It just
correct.
He's like,
it's
oh
really
shit.
Cool.
And the doctor goes, oh shit.
It's just in direct conflict with any of the ideas of the movie.
You're right. You are right. I remember I'd spoken to Jenna about this. Jenna was like, oh, I remember liking that movie when I first saw it. I was like, yeah, me too. And I watched it, and eventually she got back to me. She goes, how was the movie? And I said, while I did still like it, there are many things that I don't think I would have greenlit for the film.
Yeah. I was going to say, you don't see movies like this anymore that you can literally tell because it starts with the Miramax logo immediately followed by the Dimension logo.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, wow, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Don't forget what happens afterward, which is narration, voiceover narration, accompanying title card narration.
Yeah.
Why are
what
there
they
words on
literally
the screen
just said
being read out loud?
I've become a master of my own emotions thanks to this film. I just picked up another crunchy pretzel, subconsciously, lifted it to my mouth, put the salt of it on my tongue, and then realized what I was doing, and pulled a slightly damp pretzel out of my mouth to save the audio. Because I didn't want it to be intrusive.
And we appreciate that.
Jett, again, you don't know how much of your audio I cut out of these, so it's as long as you're not doing it while you're talking, it's fine.
A lot of people think it's just X and I on the show.
Yeah.
Hey, so okay, at the very end of the film, there's this fight scene between him and the big bad. But right before him and the big bad fight,
God, it's the worst.
him and Tay Diggs, the actor, I don't know the character's name.
No, that's it.
They get into it.
Yeah,
it's a very brief fight, and they both have swords, which gun-kata does not play a theme in.
Yeah, it switches to swords at the end for a minute.
Yeah,
it's all guns the whole movie, and then they do swords for a minute, and then they go back to guns, but not shooting them.
No,
just swinging their arms at each other. Yeah.
Well, Tay Diggs gets his face cut off, and it's like the longest time it's ever taken for a body part to fall off a body in a movie, I think.
Yeah, it's like the classic anime, cuts you in half, and then 5 seconds later, you actually, slide in half.
To the two
the
of
steel
you,
beams couldn't have during 9/11. Continue.
Holy shit.
Don't worry about that. Keep going.
I have posted, in general, a short little clip that I made on my phone, and I just want you to watch that really quick.
Oh,
Okay.
Great line, by the way. Good setup for that. I pay it gladly. Poetry.
Oh,
his face!
Oh shit!
It's still there on the ground. He gets his face cut off, and then like as they keep that continuity. There's a wide shot of the room. The guy's face is still cut off on the ground.
A rotoscoped face that they have put on
crisp PNG.
No blood or anything. No, just the face sitting on the ground.
That's how
my god.
X, I'm so glad you said that. This movie had the potential to be the goriest you could imagine.
Oh, what's funny is there's a fun fact. There's a fun fact in like on IMDb that's like there's more blood progressively as the movie goes on, because as his emotions become more as they come out more, the blood is supposed to like symbolize like the feeling of killing people or whatever.
Oh my god, the red curtains. Oh my god.
And I was like, huh. So I was waiting for there to be I was waiting for there to be more blood, and there wasn't.
There's not a lot.
They thought about everything.
Jett, I need you to stop making fun of this, because they did a good job with translating new emotion. Like his wife, whenever the scene where she's getting arrested in the flashback, she was the brightest person on screen. Mm-hmm. And like that was obviously by design. And like they ran with that. They kept that throughout the whole film. And like I think they actually did a really good job with it.
Roger, don't mistake me. I'm not ragging on the movie or anything that it did or its objective quality, nor my subjective experience about it. I'm specifically trying to make you feel bad for how much you liked it.
No, man, I love this.
This is an attack on your identity.
That's fine.
The things that I'm saying.
You're telling me that a movie that literally says out loud gun-kata doesn't have flaws?
To be real, I think it's aight. I was very entertained throughout the movie, even if I think it fails on sort of aesthetic levels and sort of writing levels and sort of thematic levels and sort of what I do think it does really, really well. Roger, to your point a second ago, when he is like starting to feel things and he's just like running his hands over walls and is like picking things up and looking at, like listening to music. That stuff is all done really well. Like you really feel sort of pulled down to the base level of appreciation for the very simplest sort of sensations.
I feel a butt coming.
Aesthetics. No joke. I thought that stuff was great.
Well, Christian Bale is a great actor.
He definitely is. I think without Christian Bale, like if this had starred like Guy Pearce or something, I'm not sure it would have sold.
No, because I mean you really do start to feel for him because he's such a nightmare human being at the start of the movie. It's hard to imagine him actually being the protagonist when the movie begins. But
what's funny is
he floats into the role.
Christian Bale almost didn't play this role. It was almost played by the guy at the very beginning of the movie who's the leader to the resistance, who's like, you know what to do.
Oh.
That guy was supposed to play his character because Christian Bale wasn't available. And then Christian Bale was like, oh, never mind, I'm available. So imagine what the movie would have been like if that guy
Kurt
was
Wimmer?
the lead.
Is that his name?
No, we probably wouldn't be talking about it.
They offered Christian Bale the opportunity to lose 200 pounds for the role. And he said, yes, I'll do it.
I think that's literally the role he did after this. Was the mechanic, and then he went to do Batman afterwards.
I will say this: gun-kata walked so that everything John Wick did could run.
Yeah.
I have an issue though. Like, you know, they do the reveal at the end where he's like, "I want to meet Father," and then you find out
Father's been dead.
The fascist leader was Father the whole time. And I'm going to be honest. I thought that recording was that guy, and then when it faded away and showed his face, I was like,
that was a terrible translation of plot twist.
Yeah, they should have had like an old man or something be Father or some shit.
They never
I don't know.
showed Father while like saying Father. Like it was just not very well attached.
Well, Father was apparently the video playing all over the city, and I'm just like, oh, I thought Father would be like an older person or something. I don't know. You know what I love
They've
most
actually
about...
only been doing this stuff for like 3 years, so no one
Yeah, I was
involved is
gonna
really
say,
that old.
the year's 2072, and what I love about the future is we still need keys
to start your car.
turn on our 2001. What was that? A Malibu.
Yeah, it was just like a sedan, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I no forethought into what the future looked like, except blimps flying low overhead through skyscrapers and giant screens. I think at one point his son is watching like a projection of Father in their room. Nothing else.
That was actually like the like wall full screen television wall thing. I actually think was a direct reference to Fahrenheit 451.
And what's it called? 1984, because they're supposed to have screens in all their homes that play messages from
Big
Brother.
Guys, Father...
Have you not read any of these? Father
was played by a different person. It's just that the guy who plays Dupont looks way, way too much like Father.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize that Father looked slightly different until they did that dissolve thing, and then they showed the big screens again when he was shooting them all cool, like all
they're just like 35 to 40-year-old white men.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I guess that's the government for you.
Very good.
By the way, only one ethnic person in this whole movie.
That was so he would stand out as a bad guy.
Or maybe that's to say that fascists are racist. I don't know.
It's kind of a stretch.
So they kind of topple the regime.
The underground fights back
at the end.
The feelers, if you will.
They destroy the factories that are the feelers, nasty feelers.
What is it? Sense offenders.
Yeah, all the nasty
registered sense offenders.
Take over and like raid the capital, I guess, and they blow up all of the the chemicals that make you not feel anything factories and take over.
The only
Christian
thing
Bale's
they
still
do
alive
in the whole movie. I thought the Resistance was going to do more, but no, it's just Christian Bale single-handedly toppling this whole regime, and then they come in at the very end, like literally the very end, start shooting, and then I think it cuts to Christian Bale like smirking, and then it cuts to black and credits.
It's a pretty dark feeling ending. It would be really easy to actually try to kind of break down some of the messaging of this film and like concoct a sequel that realistically follows some of the political downsides of a shakeup like this, right? And have it be that like, the things you did prior actually maybe you were too idealistic about this, and there actually are problems in this new world that you've created. But I feel like that would be perhaps not in the spirit of a film that didn't think, probably not even once, much less twice, about like its socio-political themes.
Right.
It kind of just goes like, yeah, bad guys look like Nazis, and in this one, it's emotions is the one they're doing.
Well, that is to say, this came out literally the year after 9/11 happened, right? So people are pretty, high in their emotions. I think Kurt Wimmer, the director, he didn't really have much to say,
right,
no.
on this topic. He just kind of was like, "This would be cool." And
so
I think he literally read all of those classics. I think he read Fahrenheit 451, 1984, The Giver, and he was like, "Oh, I should make a movie that combines all of those elements
with the Matrix."
And then he had to, and with the Matrix was also just come out, and he had to think of something that these guys could be like withholding from society, and he came up with feelings. Honestly, at the very beginning, when they like kill the people and they're like searching the house, and he's like, "It's there." I was like, "Oh my god, is it gonna be the Mona Lisa?" And it was the Mona Lisa.
Totally the Mona Lisa.
I know, I was thinking the exact same thing watching it. So I really don't want to try to go outside the spirit of the film and like think about what it means. Let's let's just think of something dumb and cool. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do we want to do a direct sequel that picks it up, or do we want to do sort of a spiritual sequel where in this one, no one's allowed to smell,
Oh.
Or...
Well, Roger,
I was gonna
Roger
say,
would be the main character of that movie.
I don't know if that's gonna make society worse.
Say more.
Honestly, that's kind of funny because smell is like the strongest inhibitor to recall memories, right?
Yeah.
That's why Roger can't remember shit.
I can't. Ask my fucking roommate. It drives her nuts.
Roger, you can't smell.
You didn't know this about me?
No.
Yeah, I haven't had a sense of smell in years.
Oh man, that's why
Since
your
COVID.
pirate persona wears a patch over his nose.
Yes, I was. Yep.
Man, I wish I couldn't smell. I was literally talking to a friend, and they were like, "You can smell," and I was like, "Yeah." They're like, well, what can you smell? They were asking me all these questions, and I was like,
"What?"
They were like, "It must be so nice to be able to smell." I was like, "Well, not really, because I mostly just smell bad stuff."
Right. I always hear about bad stuff. No one like enters a room and they're like, That's
no,
never the
not
case.
That's definitely the case. I feel that way about libraries. I think libraries smell really good.
You know what? I technically work in the same building as a bakery, so a lot of people are like, "Oh, look, they're baking cookies today."
Yeah. Man. I like the idea of smell, but
it's probably
so what? They go from feelings, and the people who feel, they're like, you know what sucks? Smells. I normally smell bad stuff. There's not really a lot of good stuff in this bland, like, world that the fascists had created, so we're just gonna keep smells out of it. So everybody has to wear like those clothespins on their noses as they go about their day, and if they get caught without it, that's lights out.
Maybe
bullets to the back of the head.
We set it like 20 years in the future, or whatever, into this new regime, which fits because Christian Bale. And they've. What are you laughing about?
I have an idea.
Okay, hold that thought. My idea. Oh, goddamn. Hang on. Write it in! We're doing mine!
Okay, let's do yours.
We're doing my one first!
Yeah, don't forget, Roger. I know you can't smell.
Yeah,
so
I won't be able to smell smell the
because you'd smell like
thoughts.
you'd be smelling fishy right now.
Okay.
Go on, Jett.
20 years or so into the future, the new regime, private companies, they've toppled the sort of fascist thing. It's all gone to capitalism. We're not really going to comment on that. It's just backing. And these companies have started formulating lighter versions of the no-feel chemical that allow you to specifically not feel certain things and feel other things at a heightened level. So you have these different, gangs that have sprung up all over this somewhat chaotic...
here come the happies.
Yeah, right. Or you could have like the Smellers gang, who can track you down from 10 miles away.
Emotions.
But
Sorry.
No,
I see.
It's all of it, right? You can any sense, any emotion. So you've got people that are just like enraged all the time, and you've got some people that they can smell super good, but they have no other senses. And you've got people that can see miles with their elf eyes, and so you can do kind of like a Warriors thing, and you have different gangs,
factions,
each with their own little gimmick, because it started as just basically tribalism took over as people started picking their favorite senses and leaning in hard. Sense gone wild. Nasty sense offenders. That's one idea. Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, what was your idea, Roger?
I know I kind of hyped it up
man.
with my fucking little giggling over here.
Yeah, you're an imp.
What if the movie was what if we were just killing off anyone that reached a certain age?
Oh, so Logan's Run, huh?
Logan's Run.
What is that?
It's a movie where when
Roger, you
get,
lived
like,
in
30
the
years old,
DFW for how long, and you don't know about Logan's Run?
Is it about
yeah,
the most popular movie that was filmed there in the 70s?
the Water Gardens?
Yeah.
I've been
They
to the Water
filmed-
Gardens.
Yeah,
they
they literally
filmed-
shot a scene there.
Yeah,
Back when it was like had enough water that you could swim in.
Anyway,
That one-
God. Okay, so my
we should
my
do that for this
plan was
podcast.
that Christian Bale's kids have to save him from the government after he reaches the age of 50, and there's an underground of senior citizens who have to fight back against the government.
I see. I see. Okay.
You know what's funny, Jett? You have no idea how often Roger comes to me with an idea outside of this podcast. I'm like, oh, so like this this property.
Yeah, that is basically Logan's Run.
That sucks. What is Logan's?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. That's
yeah, in
that's
that
a novel.
one,
Okay.
it's
Yeah, Logan's Run is like when someone turns 30, they're decommissioned, they're taken out. So society has no one over the age of 30. I
It's
don't
like
know
a
how that
sort
works
of-
exactly, but
utopian dystopia future, like Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, right, where everyone is like young and beautiful and like
Right. I was just
doing it
talking
all
about
the
that
time.
book. Hey, I've read that book.
But when you turn, there you go.
Yeah.
No new ideas. What else have you stolen, you hack?
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
Here's my question.
I bet you stole the idea of the antagonist multiplying and taking over the world from something, didn't you?
Is that multiplicity? What is that?
That's like half of our
Multiplicity.
ideas
Oh, my bad.
on this podcast.
So at the very end, when Christian Bale shoots the leader through the chest, and then the face is still on the floor and all that stuff. The first thing, I didn't notice the face because the first thing that came to mind was like, oh, so is Christian Bale the leader now, or like what's gonna happen?
Yeah, he's father now.
It's pretty vague.
Yeah. Do we think Christian Bale took the reins, or was it? Oh my God, was the guy Jurgen or whatever?
Yeah, it would have been
the resistant
Jurgen,
leader's name is.
leader
Yeah.
of the underground resistance,
Who you do see at the very
took
beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Like when
oh my
everybody stands
God,
up to
yes!
clap, I was like, "Oh, I recognize that actor."
Yeah.
and then he doesn't pop up for another 40 minutes.
I did
in
the
the
same
movie.
thing. That's so funny. I was like, oh, he's like an extra. That's weird.
"Yeah, I can't think of that actor's name." Audience, I'm
That
sorry.
actor is
you're just
William
gonna have
Fichtner.
Chekhov's
Okay, yeah.
gun says if you're gonna have a guy be important in the
Yes.
last act,
Yes.
you have to introduce him so early that everyone
and
forgets about him.
so subtly
Chekhov's
that
William
he's not even
Fitch-
part of the scene. Like the only reason I noticed him was because he was the first one to stand up to start clapping, and I
Right.
was like, "Oh, that guy," and then nothing. And I was like, "Oh, okay," but
Yeah, really emotionful thing to do, stand up and clap when you hear a rousing speech, huh?
I mean, unless they're just being polite.
yeah, right. No,
Can't
he's
have anything in this
vigorously
world.
clapping. That's emotion, man.
Yeah, like they're always
Uh,
giving like rousing Nazi
I mean,
speeches,
like
and then
the-
people like stand up and cheer, and it's like, what happened to not feeling things?
Multiple times. In fact, this line is said multiple times by the bad guy who's like, I told you I'd make my career with you. And I'm like, that's pride. Like,
Yeah, at the very beginning, he's like, "Yeah, I think I'll go far in my career working with you," and I'm like, "That's an emotion." What are you talking
that's
about?
hope. You're being hopeful.
I'm starting to get the impression that human emotions are inextricable from the human experience, and any attempt to separate one from the other is folly.
Okay,
there's
what
always
the
gonna be
hell?
Save it for
there's
the
always
script.
gonna be at
bud.
least one, right? Okay, but before we go into the sequel, before we start building the sequel here, I just have to say one more fun fact: the director Kurt Wimmer, he was the guy who gets executed during the raid.
Yeah.
And they like put him up against the wall, and he like raises his hand. And it's like the worst acting in the whole movie. But he raises his hand, and he makes like a face, and I was like, "What the fuck? You just got that in there?" But yeah, okay. We don't really have so many ideas. Let's work with the most, the one that will probably give us the most stuff out of it, which is the smell thing, right? The
Sure.
the
Sure.
sensory guys, they hate smells, right? They were
Just
living
the
in
smell.
filth and squalor, so they were like, ugh, tired of smelling stuff. That's the one thing we don't like about emotions.
Your
is how
favorite
smells make
idea
us
of
feel.
mine was the one where they just get rid of smells, not the one where there's like gangs of quirky sense-based factions.
Yeah,
you like
I don't
the
want to
smells
do
one?
the Sixth Sense. I want to do feelings. The
Is that
feelings
what
thing
you
was
think
so
happens
out of
in the
left
Sixth
field.
Sense?
No, I'm saying we have six senses. The gangs, they're the six senses, is what I'm saying. Not the
There's
movie The
5!
Sixth Sense.
I mean, guys,
I know
there's like
there's 5
22
senses.
I
It's a
hate to
play
say
on
it.
words, Jett.
Oh yeah. There's a gang where they can only taste umami.
They can only taste farts, and that's their sixth sense.
That's vulgar.
Yes, I
You
like
disgust
this.
me.
I like the smell thing because
Sure you
it's
do. Yeah. Let's do smells.
yeah. So, well, how do they keep people from smelling stuff?
Cork up the
Cork,
nose.
just corks up the
Cork
nose.
up the nose. So to keep people from feeling emotions, we did have a special liquid in a syringe
A vial.
we had to
that they
put into our
inject
necks
in their necks.
to prevent ourselves from smelling. We got corks.
We got corks. How are we gonna solve this? They don't even know when there's bread.
Yeah, one guy's cork falls out of his nose, and he smells like I don't know the smell of rain, fresh rain, and he's like, "Oh my God, this brings me back to a time before cork," and then that leads him to topple the whole regime or something. I don't know.
Time before cork.
What are some things they could plug? What's the thing that has the least smell?
What?
The least smell.
Yeah, what's
Roger's
the
not going to be
least-
helpful in
Yeah,
this at all.
I have nothing for this.
You don't smell anything at all.
Okay. I could smell. I think I have
He
a list of
does.
5 things. I could smell marshmallows from like aisles away in the grocery store. I can smell watermelons. I could smell blueberries while they're being cooked, like in like a Waffle House.
Yeah, name that last thing, Roger, because so far you've named several things that don't really have strong smells unless you like single them out.
Okay, what if it's a city full of gangs and each gang can only smell one thing?
What
Yeah,
if
one
each
gang can smell
gang had a different
marshmallows.
scent?
The other gang can smell blueberries.
You've got the marshmallow smelling gang.
That sounds like a really
Go-
fun insult. Get out of here, you marshmallow smeller.
You know what scent is like super prevalent, but I can't really smell it very well?
What?
Is fresh linen. Like
Like
Fresh linen.
sheets?
well, no, the
Like
scent
sheets,
fresh linen. So like if you get like an air freshener, that's always like the base scent is fresh linen, freaking the laundry detergent too. And I'm
The
just like
important thing actually is with linens, if you dry them like outdoors on a line in sunlight, they actually take on a very particular odor. Sunlight also works as a natural disinfectant, kills bacteria and
you got a
sanitizes
laundry
the clothes.
line in the backyard of your apartments over there, Jett?
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
It's just something I know about.
Did you guys know that the
Try
sense...
it at home.
Because there are more than 6 senses. The sense of balance located in the inner ear is called equilibrioception.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you
That's
gave us our
something.
title.
We can work with this. Okay. So everyone gets all of their senses back.
Okay.
Right? But there's a new problem where everyone having been like unable to like sense or feel anything for presumably decades, they've all turned into like now it's like overactive senses and feelings, or maybe like it's at the detriment of like their like actual like no one can balance. So that causes a problem in some way. Like maybe it's like a time delay thing. Like you know how you get shingles if you've ever had chicken pox before, right? Like you could get shingles. It's like that where like 20 some years after everyone got their senses and feelings back,
They start to get depression.
No, you start getting like people that are like unbalanced emotionally start like popping up in the population, like berserkers
disorder.
or something, right? Not like literal equilibrium loss, but like their sense of like right and wrong starts like getting unbalanced.
We're just making 28 days later now.
Yeah, this is the rage virus.
man, no.
Yeah. I mean, see, I thought you were gonna say like everyone gets their senses back, but it's like getting the bends when you go up to the surface of deep water too quickly, and like you literally can't stand up anymore. And everyone has that problem, and they're all referred to as crawlers or something.
If we want to fill a room full of extras, and then get on the loudspeaker and say, "All right, everyone, act wibbly." Nope, wibblier.
Wobbly.
Wibbly wobblier.
Yeah, wobbly now.
Do you want wibbly or do you want wobbly?
Wibble wobble. Come on.
Wibble is one side. Wobble is the other side. Figure it out.
All right, wibble left.
This is going to look so good on
my right.
Resume. Wait, your right or our right?
Stage right. And wobble.
Oh!
That's what's going to be
Christian
like
Bale
on
is
set.
just sitting there, like emotionless.
Yeah.
Christian Bale is sitting there on a bench just off camera thinking, what the fuck am I doing in this movie?
He's leaning on his Toyota Tacoma. Yeah. He's just kind of like, do I really need the money?
What don't you effing understand?
Oh my god.
Wobble.
Yeah, Christian Bale's just yelling. He's like, how many times do we need to do this? How do you not know the difference between wibble and wobble? I need to work with professionals.
Oh, good.
I went to Juilliard for this.
Good for you.
Yeah. Folks, I hate to say we're at 49 minutes and we have nothing.
You're at 49 minutes?
What?
I'm only at 43 minutes.
I'm at
43.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, I'm at 42.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Craig's been recording for 49.
Yeah,
That's
you're
my
going
bad.
off of Craig.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about Craig?
I
Does
don't.
Craig know? I don't even use Craig.
Okay.
Except to sync.
There you go.
Actually, never mind. I'll talk about that after the
Yeah.
podcast. But okay. So wait. So what are we doing? Are we doing the emotions coming back as smells? Are they connected? Like, what's going on?
Is what connected?
The smells
and
we've got
the wibble wobble.
We've got wobblers. So different types of people. They're
it's the two factions. It's the equilibrium, whatever Roger said, and who can't control their balance. And it's the other guys who can't smell anything, right?
I think
they're
it
about to be
manifests
warring
differently
factions
in different people. Like some people get unbalanced physically, and we call
oh my god, it's like the effects of COVID,
crawlers.
right? It's like after you get COVID, sometimes you lose your smell. Other times you get like perpetually
Hang on, we're getting
sick
too close
inside.
to this meaning something.
It's a reference to long COVID. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Christian Bale's character obviously has the problem with equilibrioception.
Oh my god, they were vaxxing for so long that it like affected their actual health. Holy hell.
God. Oh my god, the problem actually was
it was vaccination.
It was vaccines. Yeah.
Humanity was the virus, nature is healing.
Oh my god.
I think the sort of the shingles thing, man. So you've got the wobblers or the crawlers, you could call them, that lose their sense of physical balance. You've got people who lose their sense of emotional balance, so they like swing wildly between like different states. You've got people that lose like their physical senses, right? So they'll like
they can't
sometimes
feel pain.
Like they can't feel pain, they can't smell anything, and then the real problem starts to happen when Christian Bale's character starts to experience a moral imbalance, right? As his sense of right and wrong because he's probably still working like as a cop. What does he do as a cop, everybody, in this funky new world? Throw out some suggestions.
As fuck.
I don't think he's a
monitoring
cop
to make sure
anymore.
nobody's taking the vaccines. If someone's like injecting themselves with the non-feely thing, he goes and takes them out.
Right? Like it's seen that if you're injecting that with yourself and like dulling all of your sensations, you're like seen as antisocial, and like you're gonna be at more risk of, well, no, it wouldn't really be at more risk of violent action because it doesn't really do that.
Yeah, but it might be though, because all the fascist cops. Okay, that's another thing, man. They're like no feelings. Those fascist cops, they loved killing people, man. They
sure did. That's what I'm saying. The fascist imagery really does not particularly mix with the theme of sort of unfeeling logic.
Yeah, if anything, the cops should have been exempt from that serum so that they could be more like brutal in their approach to cracking down on it.
Sure.
You know,
what if okay, hold on. And I know this is going to kind of tiptoe into the one movie with Tom Cruise we just did. What if only criminals were given the serum?
Oh. Yeah, so that, like, they remain like
it's like a chemical castration kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, so they remain right, because it's seen as if you have violent tendencies, you have to take this chemical in order to like be stabilized.
Be sterile, yeah.
So maybe he's just a normal cop now, right? And he's just hunting people down in general and bringing them in and due process.
Oh, wait a minute. And then it gets into the wrong hands. Someone makes a bootlegged version of the drug. It has the opposite effect. People are feeling too many things and they start to lose their minds because of it.
Yeah, their sense of smell is just like skyrocketed.
God damn it. We're still on the sense of smell shit.
They can smell marshmallows an aisle away.
You gotta be fucking
guys.
kidding me. I hate this show.
I think that was my third callback. It's probably not.
Yeah, it has to end there, huh?
I like the idea of they are like there's people who are just getting sent off balance in different ways, and Christian Bale has to like try to find some cure before he is like flipping back and forth between his cold, murderous persona of the past. Sort of a totally different moral balance starts coming back to him, and then all the way on the other side of being like hyper empathetic, right? Which was another trait that he kind of had the whole time. He was always like an empath, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The dark empath. So he starts having these episodes of swinging wildly between different facets of himself, totally imbalanced. And he ends up like killing someone on the job rather than taking them in for due process, and he has to like go on the run or try to like find some cure solution thing for this problem before he before I don't know, yells at his kids.
Well, it is 20 years in the future. His kid's probably grown now. Maybe it's
so it's okay to yell at them?
Sure, why not?
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's the grandkids. Maybe he loses his temper at his grandkid. Because, you know, grandparents, they love their grandkids, I guess. I don't
You
know.
think that dog's still alive? There's a part of the movie where he rescues a little puppy.
Yeah, he rescues a puppy.
Like the
which is
cutest
supposed
dog
to be-
you've ever seen on screen.
That's supposed to...
Dogs also are illegal, by the way. Not really clarified why.
No, it's pets. Pets are illegal because you need an
it's
emotional
man's best
attachment to
friend.
them.
Yeah. They literally like, what do you think they use these for? You think they eat them? They're like...
They don't even understand the concept.
Yeah.
So, dog's still alive. That's cool.
Yeah. Sure, it's like it's a freaking 20-something-year-old dog.
20-year-old. What was it, like some kind of what's Beethoven? What is he?
Dude, I don't know dogs.
It wasn't
man.
one of those.
I'm not a dog person.
Nah, sure it was.
It was not Saint Bernard. It was not a Saint Bernard.
Kind of dog in. I almost had to watch this movie in Spanish, by the way. I figured it out, but like I watched probably the first 15 minutes in Spanish. I was like, I don't think I could do this.
You probably could have put on English subtitles though.
Oh, sorry, it was a Bernese mountain dog puppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
How would he seek out, like, what kind of adventure would he go on to try to find a cure? Because, I mean, surely he's going to end up encountering all of these other crazy characters that have their like, equilibrium affected in like, different funky ways. Like maybe
I mean,
someone
what did
has
he do in the
scoliosis.
first movie, man? He's like, hey, I can kind of feel now. Although, honestly, when they took his wife, definitely displaying emotions in that moment, but he's just like, oh, I can kind of feel now. Oh, now I can kind of feel more. Well, I'm going to stop taking this drug and then kill a bunch of cops
like...
and then find the resistance and then kill the leader. That's the whole progression of the first movie. So this one could literally just be like dilemma, one thing after the other, solution to the dilemma.
There has to be some ultimate enemy that he's trying to defeat.
It's another black guy.
Oh no!
Wait, what if it's the same black guy?
What if he's
Sans
just
a face?
Yeah, it's Tay
He's
Diggs,
got a
but he
robotic
has no
face now. He's got like a metal plated face, and he's just like, you should have cut further into my skull because all you did was cut the frontal lobe out or something. I don't know.
Here's what it is this guy, after getting his face cut off, realized he survived. He realized that he was actually never acting emotionlessly the whole time. And he like went through like a full like Zen thing and has completely cut himself off. And so he has a robot face that doesn't move at all. And so he's like totally like deadpan the whole time, and is like cybernetically removed everything and is building this criminal underworld of unfeelers that are using cybernetic enhancement. And the whole time, he's actually poisoning the water supply to create this sort of unbalancing side effect, and that it isn't actually a natural thing, because he wants the population to go, oh, actually, we can't handle this, so that the population sort of reverts back to their old ways. And so
is that what we're doing, or is it the no smell thing? You know who can't smell? A guy without a face.
That's so true.
Yeah, that's why he's leading the non-smeller resistance or whatever.
Yeah, the unfeelers.
We kind of lost the plot, but there doesn't have to be a whole lot of plot in this. Honestly, as long as Christian Bale is like moving those elbows and
flapping those arms,
flailing him around with the automatic handguns, it'll work. It'll work.
Doing that like thing he does with his lips, you know it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The weird pout or whatever.
Out loud, I was like, man, he hides his lips really well. He can really tuck those things away, can't he?
Yeah, it's an important skill.
I will say the first movie does wrap like a pretty neat bow on such a vague ending.
Pretty neat. Okay, but what about if there's a different guy who's mostly robot, but he has the human face of
Tay Diggs.
And so Christian Bale has to go and find
I'm fucking
the other version of him, and all of his emotions. As we all know, emotion is stored in the face.
Yeah, it's the... Well, I mean, that's where you convey the most emotion, right? So yeah, that's where Tay Diggs was like conveying all his emotions, which is weird for a guy who got his start on the stage, right? Which is kind of like, oh, you think he'd be able to pull that back a little bit, but now
this guy knows something about Tay Diggs.
He was part of the original Broadway cast of Rent, wasn't he?
Yes.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think he was Blaine, actually.
Ben.
Oh, Ben, got it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't think there's a character named Blaine. I think there's a character named Roger.
Yeah, there's a character named Roger.
Sorry, that's my bad.
The main character. Yeah.
And when those blueberries get cooking.
Hey, stop! It was a really weird time when I found out I could smell cooking blueberries. I was in a Waffle House and I was like, everyone shut the fuck up! What is that?
Have you always not been able to smell, Roger?
No. Okay,
something happened to you.
I have a lot of scar tissue in my nose that we think ruin my olfactory sensors. I tried to play baseball for a season, and I couldn't catch worth a damn. So I got hit in the face probably 8 or 9 times before my coach was like, I don't think you should play this game anymore.
Oh, God.
Okay,
I don't... because I'm so sick and I took medicine before this, I actually don't remember what we've been talking about for the last 12 minutes. Let's just come up with a climax for the movie, some cool shit for Christian Bale to do, and then we can wrap it up.
There you got robot with Taye Diggs' face and Taye
And then
Diggs
you got
with
Taye
a
Diggs
robot,
with robot
face.
face. Yeah.
And they're fighting each other over The Cure.
What if Christian Bale just has to fight both of them, right? And we get gun-kata, some sword play. We get one hand with a gun and one hand with a sword.
Holy shit!
And the bad guys are like switching between which ones they're using, right?
That shit's gonna be in the trailer. Like this time, there's more than just guns.
The gun represents no emotions, and the sword represents all emotions. And that's the same with the 2 versions of Taye Diggs. One of them is all emotions, and the other one is no emotions. And do they kiss? We can't tell you. You'll have to go and see it.
Yeah, are they going to pull a Michael Fassbender in Alien Covenant? We'll see.
As someone who hasn't seen Alien Covenant,
have either
that's
of you guys
a
seen
crazy
Alien
thing
Covenant?
to hear.
Michael Fassbender kisses himself in Alien Covenant. It's fucking bizarre, man.
What?
Oh, we can't do it for this podcast because it is technically a sequel, but yeah.
What?
There's a scene where one robot Michael Fassbender kisses another robot Michael Fassbender. It's the weirdest freaking thing in that franchise.
Why do the robots kiss?
To display robot emotion, man. It's the whole point of this movie. So
why does anyone kiss?
I don't
actually. Maybe
yeah,
robots
Roger,
are
when's the
more
last
like
time
us
you've been
than we are.
kissed?
What did you say, X?
So when's the last time you've been kissed?
Hey,
When's the last
shut
time?
your mouth! I'm gonna end this show.
Oh no! So the movie ends. You know, Christian Bale he defeats these guys. He cuts off both their heads.
Roger, you don't get to experience the great smell that happens when people kiss.
Don't you fucking play with me. Don't. I don't like this.
So
I don't
great,
like this.
Roger.
This episode
It's awesome.
sucks. I hate that this came up.
When your noses are so close to each other, you start smelling what the other person smells. It comes in
That's
through their
not-
mouth and out
that's
their nose.
not true.
And it
It's-
creates kind of like a heart shape of like scents, you know.
It's like
the smells are
straight up like James Cameron Avatar. You're like communing with Awa when it happens.
I guess that's why I've never been in love.
You are all smells, and you are part of all smells.
Okay, so in order to end this movie, I'm going to say Christian Bale fights both Taye Diggs. He cuts off both the heads. The heads roll onto the floor right next to each other, kiss, and then Christian Bale's like, all right, mission accomplished. And he walks off and we cut to credits.
He distributes the cure for the problem in the water supply, and it's about stoicism and balancing the good and the bad within yourself.
Yeah.
And the dog is old.
And Kurt Wimmer's coming back to direct.
That's fine.
So.
I'm okay with that. I'm sure his taste has only aged well. So
he seems kind of like the kind of guy who listens to Joe Rogan. So
and there's something in the film that they refer to as sense crimes, but SCENTS.
Yes.
Crimes.
Scent crimes.
Sense crimes.
Sense crimes.
Scent
you've got
plural, yeah.
Sense criminals, and we can get that one perfume guy from TikTok to cameo.
I don't know what you're talking about.
His name was like Jeremy Fragrance.
I was so
Jeffrey
scared you were going to
Smells.
say Jeffree Star just then.
Jett, do you think
No.
Do you think TikTok that knows everything about us is going to promote a sense-based creator to Roger who it knows doesn't have a sense of smell?
Or a TikTok.
True.
Yeah. Hey, TikTok
tried.
finds a way, okay? You can delete that app, but it'll find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still see reels from TikTok on Instagram.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know what we did, but I'm
Look,
sure it's
hey,
something.
all ideas in a hat. We're gonna pick them eventually.
I'm sure when I'm eventually not sick in a couple of weeks and I'm editing this, it won't make any sense.
Yeah, it's gonna be really confusing.
Stink-quelibrium.
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 You know what sucks is that I am sick. I'm super congested. I can still smell. And at
You're
work,
telling me, P.U.
At work, there was a vendor who came in, and the guy, his BO was so bad I could smell him from several aisles away. I go up to my boss and I'm like, hey, what can we do about this guy? And she's like, you're the 8th person who's come to me about it. So I already called his supervisor, and I'm like, okay, thanks.
Damn.
Yeah.
and that guy, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. He was African American and weighed probably more than 300 pounds. But yeah, Christian Bale, we all know.
Christian Bale's a method actor.
So
he's willing to go through a lot of body modification
Yeah.
for his roles. He will transform however he needs to.
I don't know how we feel about this. I did post it in the general chat, but Sequilibrium.
That works well. It's not Stink-quelibrium, but
Sequilibrium.
We've never put the word sequel into one of our sequel titles. So. Oh no, Jett's writing.
Oh shit.
Stink-quelibrium.
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 A K and a Q right beside each other is diabolical, I think.
Yeah, I'm realizing, Roger, that all you did was put an S in front of the title.
Yeah. Well, also there's an E instead of an I. You know there are 3 I's in equilibrium?
Oh my god. Okay, you're just pitching different spellings there.
Yeah.
Stink-quelibrium, Stink-quelibrium,
Stink-me-librium.
Oh man.
Anyway, folks, I think that's going to have to do it for this equilibrium themed episode. This is the outro for the other show. Hopefully this is the movie that wins us our freedom, but if not, you can expect another episode from us in the near future. Thank you for listening, and wipe from back to front.
Okay.
Wrong. Yeah, the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
No. The doctor has spoken.
Nope.
Okay. Anyways, if you're enjoying this somehow after what Roger just said, feel free to leave us a 5-star rating and a review on whatever platform you're listening to. Maybe even a comment wherever you're listening. And you check out some of the...
I need you to project more confidence in what we do here. No one's ever going to take us seriously if we don't act like
if you liked the idea of Taye Diggs having a robot body and a face, a robot face on a normal body, which was great. It's probably the best thing we ever came up with.
That makes you normal and based. Definitely
leave a comment about that. And, the 5 stars... That's minimum 5 stars for that idea, okay? So do that. And then check out some of the other stuff we do, such as, I almost said Sequel Factory, such as Paranormal Dudes, where Roger and I read spooky-ish stories from Reddit. And you can check out Jett's YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jett Kuso, where he plays with toys and stuff.
That's what I do.
Yeah. But until next time, you can catch us on Sequel Factory. I'm sorry, go ahead, Roger.
Keep an eye out for my new podcast, Wiping Back to Front with Roger Hanna, where we learn all about the ice caps and how they're melting way too quickly.
Yeah, type that into your podcast search bar.
You will be amazed by the level of journalistic integrity.
The SEO on that's pretty high, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll catch you guys next time on Sequel Factory for part 2.
The sequel
continued.
I really hope you said continue and not continued. Because that's what I heard.
It's more likely than you think.
Oh boy.